to stream.
To
Perfect.
stream. Are we are live.
We are live.
Woohoo.
Welcome to Monday Night Live. Trailer edition.
Trailer edition.
Part two.
I hope we have enough data for this. Look, now live on your channel. YouTube let us know we were live.
Oh, that's awesome. Awful nice of them.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Marilyn's in the house.
Sleeping better. No.
Sleep is for the weak.
Yeah. I think it's our bed, or right now we had to take the mattress that the trailer came with. We had to take it out, put another mattress in. That mattress was also not the best, but it was better than the first. And then we put we have these tri-fold beds that we put on top of the mattress. So we have a pretty thick mattress now, so we're doing better, but no, not really. And what we found odd, we just mentioned this morning, that when we lived at the cabin, we would get up at 7:30. 8 o'clock was like late for us, and 9 o'clock lately is early.
Well, I woke up at 7 this morning.
Did you?
Yeah, I did.
Well, no, not me. I've been getting up at 9, and it bugs me because I like to get up probably between 7 and 7:30.
Mm-hmm.
But honey badgers, hello.
Hey guys.
They told everybody over in North Shores Live.
Hi Brent. What did they tell us about?
That they promoted our live was next. Thank you. And hello, Mr. Brent. How are you? You gonna take the mouse? It is wireless. Hello, Miss Grace. How are you? And Billy Lee. Hello.
Oh, it's got to be nicer in Virginia than it is here right now.
I got some of it on video today, so
I was outside, and since we're waiting on the roof or the steel for the roof for the barn, we decided we're gonna scrape the ground, level everything out, and then we started digging today for the foundation for the house.
Yay!
And we got halfway through, and it started snowing on my head.
At first, it was like a rain mix and like almost like hail. And then it started really coming down, and it stayed on our clothes. Nothing stuck to the ground, but I had to run you out your windbreaker so you weren't getting soaked.
It was fun. It was fun.
Hickory Croft, hey guys, how are you?
Hey, welcome to Monday Night Live.
Oh my.
Yeah, it's all the energy I got, really.
Yeah, I know. It's been, I can't wait until the trailer is parked in the pole barn, because the humidity, that could be an issue that we're dealing with, why we're not sleeping.
Now, on another note,
what?
Miss Angie saved us a couple $1,000s today.
Well, no. We hope. She did. Well, I hope, yeah.
Well, as long
so we're gonna be laying down for the slab on grade. We're gonna be using, is it ICF?
Yep.
ICF blocks, and brand new for a 12-pack is $725. And I found two that they're new, but they're left over from jobs. And so Mike is going to Ottawa tomorrow. And how many was in that?
36.
And it's $600. So getting 36 for $600 instead of $725 for 12, brand new. And then there's another one that's probably about 2 hours away, and they're selling 25 for $500 or something.
So I'll try and get those later, because they're two different directions.
Yeah, one's east and one's west.
So, I mean, if we can get all of them, then we might need just a couple corner blocks, and we'll be good to go.
Yes. Miss Emily, how are you?
Billy Lee said it's chilly and misty.
Hi, Emily. That's Emily.
Hi, Emily. Oh, Emily.
Yes.
Really? Oh my goodness.
Yes.
Hey. Brent said, have you thought about insulating just the loft or part of the barn? So what I'm thinking about doing because I'm currently searching for the cheapest way to insulate the walls in the barn
Mhm.
and then the loft. And I've even looked at maybe doing just an R12 because it's just one winter that I have to make it through. But I'm still looking. I don't want to
Right.
try and just insulate it to the
Just to
nines
insulate
and
it
then
all.
use it one year.
Yes. So, but do we use the same stuff for the roof as we do the walls? Do you think?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. So we are
If
looking.
I can, I mean, if I can find, say 1,000 square foot of one and 1,500 square foot of another, I might mix and match or something. But
yeah,
because it's a barn.
And now, like, this is where I'm gonna shine because I love looking like. Even today, I found some outdoor lights in Kingston that my daughter lives in Kingston, 10 minutes. For it's the so I found on Kijiji, which is like Craigslist for those that are in the States. I found some outdoor lights that were someone's giving away for free, and they would go perfect on the cabin. And they're about 10 minutes away from where my daughter lives. So I'm hoping I get those. But this is the part where I'm shining. I'm going to shine. I don't really know a lot about building, and I can help out here and there, but with the savings and all that good stuff, that's where I'm going to have some fun.
Yeah, so it's been interesting because now we'll all sit down and have discussions of, all right, what are we looking for now? What type of things can we try and find and get deals on and stuff like that? And I've been calling around on deals for lumber and stuff last time. And
did you address that comment there, Lily?
No, I didn't get that far yet.
All right, so let's start showing the comments here. Happy dance for the house footer. Yes.
Happy dance for Andy's footers.
I am excited that the cabin is getting started. A lot more than the pole barn. I mean, the pole barn's coming along great, but I'm super excited for the cabin.
Yes.
Yes.
And I don't know if you want to keep going on.
But what?
The coop.
No, that's a surprise. Well, no, you know what? Anybody that comes to our Monday Night Lives, they get to be privy to the surprise. But first, I'll say this: nice job, excellent savings, says Hickory Croft. Yes.
High five.
Woo! So, so what it was? What today is Monday, so Friday.
Yeah.
No, we noticed Saturday that one of our chickens was Mike had found it, and so we had shelter for them, but it wasn't a lock-up coop, and so we knew we were going to build them something. We were just kind of trying to figure out where to build it and things like that. And so Mike found one of the chickens, and we were going to build a coop, and I'm like, I just want something simple because it's not permanent. And then one of us, I don't even know who it was, thought of going over to where was it me?
It was you.
Oh, look at me go. Going over to the people that purchased the cabin and asking if they were using the chicken coop at all, and if not, if we could give them something for it or whatnot. And they just gave it to us, and all of the, what is it, cedar siding?
Yeah, that I got off a job that I did last year, the year before.
Even the stuff that wasn't attached to the coop.
Yep, I took the run down and everything. So everything that we had before, I was able to take apart and bring over here, except for the coop. Now, I got Hidden Blessings let me use some forks that I can actually attach. They just like a C-clamp attach onto your bucket.
Mm-hmm.
And I took that over there with a big ratchet strap and picked the whole thing up and just brought it here.
Yes, and so that was another money saver
and time saver
and blessing. Yeah, we had to take off the egg box. So right now we just have plywood at the back, but we had to take off the egg box because it had gone bad and it was growing mushrooms and it was stinky.
Yeah, I think it needs like a little more protection over top to keep the moisture out of it because it was leaking in through a couple hinge cracks and stuff like that. So even
all the hardware cloth.
I'll probably build a little roof on that stuff.
And we can use the siding for the goat barn, so it's something we don't have to buy. So that was really nice. So super excited about that. And it was kind of nostalgic too because it was the coop that you built. What?
Dad's in the
Oh,
house.
hey, Papa. How are you?
How are you feeling tonight? You doing good?
Emily says, good. Yes, it's Emily.
Like
she doesn't
the
just
real Emily.
So this Emily here, if she's still in the chat, I've known since I was 15 years old. Wow. 15 years old. So let's see. 10 years. I've known her for 10 years. Yeah.
And
No.
Austin and Autumn are in the house.
Hello. Oh, wait. Did I skip one?
You missed a couple.
Oh, wow.
Somebody
What
may. Oh, Austin there.
Oh, right there. Okay.
Yeah.
Me and Austin or Autumn are here, so it's Austin. Hello, guys. How are you? Congrats on your upgrade of a job, Mr. Austin.
The up and coming manager of the world.
This is Autumn here. I made roast chicken and carrots and mashed taters.
Nice.
How did it turn out?
Yeah, with me, it's like there's like garlic and onion powder, or like was it the garlic salt, or it was something I always added to the mashed potatoes.
Garlic.
It was definitely the garlic.
Garlic powder, not
garlic
salt.
powder.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And lots of butter. That's the trick.
Hello from Southern Ontario here. Well, hello.
Hey.
Not too far. That's where we came from originally. Well,
yeah. Well,
before we moved here,
yeah,
we lived in Durham region. And then we have Barb's Country Home. Hello. How are you?
Welcome to Monday Night Live.
Yes, welcome. Yes, it was. Thank you. My eardrum thanks you. Go ahead.
I was thinking if you insulated part of the loft, it could be used as a workroom during the winter months instead of just this winter. And that's one of the things I want to do is I want to insulate the roof, which is the loft area basically, and then the walls. So the entire exterior part of the structure. The only thing I not looking to go full bore on is like insulating the floor, which would also give a little bit of sound barrier and stuff.
Yeah, like eventually, because you never know. It could be one day become an income stream to rent it out, possibly. Or I want to do it up like a guest place as well, for company and things like that. So it's not going to be finished yet.
No, it'll just be left rough right now.
Yeah.
But eventually I will clad out the interior. I'll build hip walls on the sides.
Yeah. And it's so big that we have enough space right now to do projects in the pole barn with the trailer in it.
Yeah.
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 We can probably fit 2 trailers. Well, we can fit 2 trailers.
Totally good.
What was that? Did you hear that?
Yeah.
What was that?
I'm not sure.
That sounded.
Oh, you know what? I bet you it was wind and it blew, that plastic cap that goes over top of the propane tanks.
Oh,
I haven't had it on in a while because we just keep using all the propane and taking it up every couple of weeks, right? So I've left it up. That could have blown over.
It could have.
It's been a bit windy today, so I had to retract the canopy because it was like blowing around a little bit, and I didn't want anything to get broken.
Yes, that was super nice of them and super helpful coming into winter. Yes. And I wanted to or not wanted, but I'm glad that it's something that it took a couple hours of his day instead of an entire day. And because I know he works really hard at all that lifting and building and all that good stuff. And don't get sappy. Come on now,
baby.
You're welcome.
You're pretty nice too.
Dad's doing great. Says, great, good to know. Sheila B, hello.
From North Carolina.
Yes.
Hello.
I didn't know you were from North Carolina. Miss Emily. It turned out really good, and she is stuffed.
Nice.
I'll be right over. Oh, Miss Tabitha. Hello. How are you?
Hi, good evening.
Hi.
Northern Girl Hobbies.
Oh, hello. How are you?
Welcome to Monday Night Live.
Yes.
So, upcoming videos, I think we're going to be doing, I'm getting it in piecemeal, the siding for the barn. So I got that coming up.
The what now?
The siding, the 12 by 12 by 12,
Oh, yeah.
or 1 by 12 by 12s.
Yep.
That'd be pretty thick.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even need insulation.
I know, right?
But I got that coming up. That was probably me.
That was you.
Oh, there's been so much going on, and we're just searching and trying to not cut corners, but find
Costs,
deals,
yeah.
cut costs.
Yeah, it was kind of like, I mean, there's going to be enough
It was a
money
shock.
to do the house and all that good stuff. But already, Mike and I sat down and we're like, we're already like quite a chunk of change over budget. And we haven't even started on the house. So, I said no more. We both said no more.
Yeah.
And so basically I'm just trying to find, while he's working, I'm trying to find the deals. I'm trying to, do all that kind of stuff, take that off our plate and your plate. And this is kind of what I wanted anyways, but I think at first it just, I don't know, you get carried away a little bit until something tells you to stop. So for example, the pole barn,
yeah,
I think it's going to end up costing us like 5,000 to 10,000 more than what we had originally planned.
Yeah.
And I did account for an oops, and I had an oops fund when I did a budget for the entire project, and we've already used that. So I told Mike today, I'm like, you have, because we've already, for the most part, paid for the logs for the cabin, I think. So basically the whole reason why we haven't paid for it all is because your bank only allows you to take out so much per time, and then if you want anything larger, you have to order it. Mm-hmm. And so we're paying for it, and it's pretty much like 95% paid for. But after that, I said to Mike today, for the rest of the house, you have, how much did I say actually? 40,000 you have to build the rest of the house. So he's got to stick within that budget. And if, it means we don't get something, we don't get something.
It's that now.
The whole cabin I want to have built for.
Well, what pushed us over is originally it was going to be a 24 by 30 foot barn. Because I didn't need anything super, super big.
Right.
But then we measured the trailer.
Yeah.
And the trailer was 32 feet to the tongue.
33
feet.
To the tongue. So we kind of needed something a little bit bigger.
So then it got pushed to 40 feet. And then I couldn't get trusses. So I couldn't get trusses, and I couldn't build my own trusses. So I threw in a loft.
I mean, that
built rafters.
That didn't add a lot more. It was more like the trailer was a few thousand more than we thought. The backhoe was a few thousand more. The pole barn was a little bit more, and then there was something else too. Oh, even all the permits and stuff. The logs were a little bit more, and all the permits were more than what I had calculated them out to be or thought they were to be. So.
It's like a couple thousand here, a couple thousand there, a couple
500
thousand here.
Yeah, it's going for 2021, right? So everything's increasing anyways. We're just so grateful that a lot of the wood, even though the logs for the cabin came up in price, like 2x4s, plywood, all that has come down drastically in price compared to not too long ago. So I'm very, very thankful for that, or we couldn't do this. So let's hit the comments up. You go for it. Speed round.
It's been chilly here, especially in the AM.
Yes, here too. We wake up and our little thermometer, well, right now it says we're at 20, but in the morning it ranges anywhere from like 6 to 10 degrees Celsius, which, hold on now, would be 12 plus 32 is 44.
Math later.
Comments later. Now. Okay, yeah, speed round.
Heckercroft. It is quite windy here as well. Almost felt like snow is coming in, but not called for till Wednesday.
See, for our area, you guys, if I know the general area that you're in, we were supposed to get up to 5 centimeters by tomorrow. So
we got a dusting today, but it didn't stay.
It could have happened. So yeah, we got a little bit today. But Wednesday we don't have any calling for snow. So
It's calling for snow showers here on the 9th.
See, I'm gonna look. Here, you take the mouse. Oh, it's an apple mouse. So,
Yeah, I don't know how to do Apple Mouse, but okay.
It's not an apple mouse,
Oh,
but
backwards. Clown's backyard. Hello,
hey
all.
guys, how are you? Long time no see.
Autumn says, until our next visit, I'll make you guys my chicken dinner. I only did mashed potatoes because I didn't have the little roasting ones to put in the pot.
See, Wednesday, we are, according to this, 4 degrees with sun and clouds and only 10% chance of precipitation. Tomorrow is 6 degrees with a snow rain mix.
Oh, great.
But then the rest of the week, like if you look here.
Well, I'm going to pick up all that stuff tomorrow, so I should be okay.
Yeah. And tomorrow is -5, and then Wednesday night is -7. Ooh, we are going to be chilly. Okay, go.
I'm trying. Okay, go. Okay, slow down. Okay, go.
Sorry, it's.
I'm trying to rescue a pit bull baby. She's like 6 to 8 months.
Aww.
She's so scared of humans. Broken heart. I have been feeding and watering and checking on her a lot.
Aww. Time for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Brody, he took a long time to trust.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And he was going through stuff like that.
He's now the best dog I ever owned and probably ever will own. He's just like that dog, that one. And yeah, he was not. He's an excellent dog now, but he was a horrible puppy, and yeah. Okay, go.
Yeah, he was.
He was a horrible puppy. We had to replace a lot of flooring.
Hey guys, came in for that thumbs up and to say hi. I need to get back to work. Been slacking on editing. Kids got the chicken pox.
Oh no.
Aw.
Well, I hope they feel better. Thanks for popping in, Mallory.
Hickory Croft just got their email. Hi, Steph and Chris. That's awesome. I'm so excited. Hi, Mallory. Oh no, sorry to hear about the kids. Yeah, I do too. It snowed here today.
It did here. Snow rain.
A little bit, yeah. But yeah, it didn't stay. It just got me all soaked and wet and cold out there. So are we? A few less chickens running around here will be great. Just had another hen hatch out chicks on Saturday. Chicken math. Same here, 44-ish.
It's cold.
Woke up to the white stuff this morning.
Hello, Cindy.
Oh, I just don't wanna.
No, I'm not ready.
Ariel has a few spots. Jude has a bit more. They were vaccinated for the pox, but it looks like they got it. But on a smaller scale, it's not too bad. Just got to keep them at home.
Yeah.
We used to have chicken pox parties, actually. Remember that? We used to, yeah, because then everybody'd get the chicken pox at once. We are so not ready for snow.
No.
I don't even have a roof.
We're so not ready.
I understand.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Oh, Dad, I finally started reading again. I lost the ability to get lost in a book for a long time, but I got it back. You know what? I haven't been able to sit down and really enjoy a book in quite a while. I feel like I always need I need something to do. I have to be out there doing something. I don't know. I hope to be there again. We're back up to 85 chicks hatched this year. We shall be able to pick some nice ones for you.
Not for me, for Plowman's.
Monday Night Raw. I love it. Love it.
Mm-hmm.
Gets me all worked up.
Yeah, you just did that one. Hey, Chrissy, how are you?
Sounds good. Let's see. Oh no. Next year I'm planning a trip to Ontario to see Dave and Amanda to do some fishing before I leave. Are you guys close to them?
No, not at all. We're closer to you. I think they are it's Wilderstead, like 8 hours from us.
Oh yeah.
So we're actually, I mean, I don't know Quebec all too well, But I know we are an hour and a half from a Quebec border,
Yep.
up by Pembroke and Petawawa. That's I think the closest. Actually, no. Because our neighbors that come up for the cottage, they live on the Quebec border too. So we're still actually any direction north. We're near where we're within a couple hours of a Quebec border.
Up there.
Up. Oh,
That was cute. I like it.
so we'd probably you would pass through our area to get to them.
Okay.
Yes.
Sending squirrel off grid. We got your mail. Going to open it on video. Just been a crazy week. Oh, cool. Hickorycroft Farm. The gardens are cleaned up for the winter and have
Nice.
all my garlic planted.
Yes, I'm gonna be doing. Yes, I got my garlic, and I'm gonna plant it actually this week. I might do it tomorrow.
Did you pick a spot yet?
I think just up at the top.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because we don't really go there, and there's gonna be no building there, and so just up at the top there, and it gets a lot more sun than anywhere else that isn't already being used.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see. Nice job, Chris. Does gardening and stuff. You're way ahead of us. We're always running behind. Hoping to plant the garlic. See, you're not alone.
No.
I'm like way behind the 8 ball. I think they are 13.
So I think, if I'm not mistaken, Mallory, we are about 4 or 5 hours from each other. I know Thor said he was about 5 or 6 from us.
Yes.
So
as soon as I get a batch, we got to take a trip.
Mm-hmm.
You Acres, things are okay. I finally managed to see one of your live streams again. How did your move go?
It went okay, other than the fact that we thought we were moving on a Wednesday and it was a Tuesday and we were behind as per usual. It's not just with planting, it's with a lot.
Yeah.
And then we were just gonna go do a tour around with our camera and the movers for the other people that bought the place showed up. So we couldn't do that. And then other than that, it went pretty good. We had a lot of great friends and a lot of help that just happened to help us in our crunch. So it went pretty good.
It was one of those things where we held off a little too much, I think, until we made sure everything was solid.
Yeah.
And so we could have been better prepared, I think, but
yeah,
it was a rush at the end.
But we also were we've never moved like a mini farm before.
That's true.
Right? And so we were there. That makes it a little bit closer. We have never had to move like the animals and the farm stuff and all this, you know what I mean? So we had quite a bit of stuff, and we had a lot of stuff still to this day we haven't unpacked from our other house that we moved up here to. There there was some boxes. That's when I discovered after 2 years that all my bed sheets.
Oh,
remember that? And I was like, I forgot about them, and we've been using the same 3 sets. And I thought maybe I just got rid of them. So, but I didn't. Mm-hmm.
It's been kind of crazy lately because it's just you get up, do the farm chores, go out and start working.
Yeah.
And even if I'm not building something because of one thing or the other, I'm waiting on something. There's wood to cut. There's wood to split. There's other stuff to take care of and build.
Yeah.
It's just never ending.
And we were also in a spot where we had to clear out some area here because this was complete bush. Even up at the top where we parked our trailer, it was complete bush.
Oh, yeah.
And so we had to make sure we had spots to go, and we didn't hire a moving truck or anything. I mean, what were we, 2 seconds around the corner? So we took everything over on the our vehicle, our truck. And so
it's hard to imagine since the beginning of August. So in the beginning of August, we moved over here.
Mm-hmm.
And we were living under the power lines because it was the only cleared out area.
Yep.
And September 29th was the day that I looked on at the pictures that we dug the poles for the pole barn.
It was that late?
September 29th.
No.
So, yep.
No.
Which was...
I don't
Well-
think... I think you're off. I think that's when you got a lot of the stuff, because I think the middle of September,
Uh-huh.
you started digging.
Yes.
But, yeah.
So, what I'm trying to say, though, is it took me a month
Mm-hmm.
to clear all of this
Mm-hmm.
and then get the driveway put in and then dig and get permits ready so we
Yes.
could put in the pole barn. So, in a month and a half,
Yes.
we carved out our own homestead.
Well,
Literally.
you and with the help
Well,
of-
yeah. I mean, that's why I said we.
I don't do chainsaw.
I love...
I'll use
I
saws,
love
I'll
our-
use
our-
hatchets, I'll use all that stuff,
God,
but
dear.
I won't do chainsaw. I don't know why. I don't want to. I mean, if it came down to chopping our own wood and I had to learn between a chainsaw and an axe, I'd probably go with the chainsaw, but I would probably one of those people that was fully... I wouldn't be a Mike. I would be the people that's fully like armored and suited and
Yeah, I guess I'm a little too
what's it, lackadaisical is what you said?
lackadaisical.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess.
Yes. And
I always like to think of it as, like the Dukes of Hazzard. Or just like throw caution to the wind sometimes and get her done. I don't know.
Yes. Well, part of me wishes that I had your enthusiasm for not being so safe, but the other part of me knows that you need to be a little bit more safe.
I can't disagree with that.
Yes.
But
I don't think anybody can disagree with that. Yeah.
It also keeps me hyper vigilant, because there's fear.
Yeah.
There's definite fear. So I'm
Yes.
very, very
There's
cautious
been a couple
and aware.
times you got lucky, and that's
Uh-huh.
all it was. It was sheer luck, completely. But all right, you go for it.
Hickorycroft, we had a great Halloween party this weekend and did a deep clean.
Nice.
Well, deep clean for us. And was shocked to see how many boxes we still have from when we moved 2 years ago. Maybe we don't need them.
Right?
I thought the same thing.
Yeah, there's a rule. If you're going through stuff and you haven't touched it in a year, but that doesn't apply to stuff you didn't know was packed away. Right? Like if I'm cleaning out my closet and I haven't worn something and it's sat there for a year, it's getting sent to a secondhand store or somebody.
That's fair.
Right? But if there's a box of sheets that happen to be all my favorite sheets and somehow I just forgot about them,
Uh-huh.
they're coming back in my linen closet when I get one.
Yeah, you know what? I forgot it was Halloween. How was everybody's Halloween?
Yeah.
My grandkids apparently pulled off like 30 pounds of candy or something.
I don't think that was the kids. I think that was their dad.
Well, I told them
Come on.
well.
Right. Come on, kids. Just another block. Let's go.
All right, hurry. Change into the next uniform. Change into the next one.
Right. Plowin said, things are looking so good now. I can see your vision becoming a reality. Yes, it's starting to for sure. And she knows what it looks like. I'm assuming it's Kendra. It could be Jason.
Fair.
But I'm assuming it's Kendra. She's been here. So
Yes.
They know. They see it up close and personal.
Yeah. And I mean, we even
energy.
We even had
Safety.
some friends conserving energy.
Yeah.
We haven't even had some friends over and they said the same thing, seeing it in person, it gives a better idea of, what the dream is going to look like.
Mhm.
And I've been able to envision it the entire time.
I'm very visual and it's been hard for me
I think we need to
envision it.
well, either that or borrow somebody's like helicopter thing. What are the drones? Yeah. And get like an aerial view of the place.
Helicopter thing. Do it again.
Hey, I knew what I meant. All right.
Yeah, I would like to get a drone shot up high of the property. I wish we could have got one before because that would have been kind of cool.
Oh, we can just run it over the woods. It's pretty
Yeah,
much the same thing.
Yeah, I guess so, right? Yeah, just go a little bit north or south of us, right?
I
I
never
go
owned
ahead.
or used a chainsaw until this past spring. I had to learn fast for a cleanup I did this spring.
Maybe with me, you got to start small, and then like you
I
just
get you a small chainsaw.
small chainsaw. One of those useless mini chainsaws. Have you ever seen them? They got
Yeah.
like a small blade, like this big.
Most of them they put on a pole and then you can limb trees with.
See, I'll start there, and
Really?
then I'll work my way up.
All right.
Yes.
I can do that.
Mud Broker, how are you?
The saw is family.
It is in Mike's
Oh,
family.
yes. Oh, yes. Me and that saw have had a lot of good times together.
Don't take his word on it. Go watch some of his videos and try not to comment on his lack of safety.
I'm not that bad.
Okay, the first time I ever saw you with a chainsaw, were you or were you not barefoot?
I may have been.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, you're not as ballsy as that anymore, but you.
And in a tree.
No, you were on and I have pictures.
I
You
know.
were on a stump.
But in that same day,
Mm-mm.
I was up in the tree, limbing it and cutting it down
Uh-huh.
until it was a stump.
Uh-huh. Barefoot.
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 Okay.
I had better grip.
No, you don't.
I did. I don't want to tell you. I did.
Mm-mm.
It was Kendra, by the way.
I knew it. Yes, it is Kendra.
Oh, mud. Really? Got the cooks going
Oh.
tonight. A bit cool this evening. I see. Okay. So my neighbors let us have that chicken coop back, right? So I went over, picked it up, and I was like, "Look, if you need a hand with something, just you got to come get me. I mean, you can't really call me because I don't really have any cell signal unless I'm outside and I have my cell phone on me, which is But come ask. Let me know. I'm just around the corner." And so he finally took me up on it, and he come over tonight, and he's like, "Hey, I need you to come. I want to get my big TV up because he's got like this 65-inch TV." I'm like, "Sure, yeah." So I went over. They had the cook stove going, and I'm like, "Oh," and I just
That
had
was
my hand over
baby.
it. We were talking, and I just kind of stuck my hand
How
over
does
top
it-
of it, and I was like, they're like looking at me. I'm like, I miss it.
I just got a little jealous there.
I
did.
And so I was like, "Oh, Mud, really? I miss that
No,
cook
I
stove."
got jealous over seeing that you got to put your hands over her. I'm like, that, I had to learn. I was talking, I can't remember who it was. Oh, I just had this conversation. So if it's somebody in the chat, sorry. But we were talking about getting rid of the microwave, and I've gotten lazy, and so is Mike since we've lived here, and we don't use it a lot, but we have used it, and we hadn't had one in the house for 7 or 8 years.
Oh yeah.
And it wasn't even hard for me to give up. And so that, I think, is what some people's fear is they don't know how they're going to do without it. But I'm like, when you're put in a situation, again, I guess kind of like if I had to use a chainsaw, I would learn real quick. But with that cook stove, the propane stove didn't work. Like, it worked for a couple of months and then never again, properly anyways. And so I always cooked on that cook stove, and it's my preferred method to cook with. I absolutely loved it. It had so many purposes, and I'm a purpose-driven girl. And so it had so many purposes, and I absolutely miss it. I miss lighting the fires. I miss having, cooking in it. The propane stove is great, but that is my preferred way to cook, and I miss it.
It's one thing I always go back to is humans are very versatile, and you don't think you could live out without something, but we can acclimate to almost everything.
The microwave was nothing but simple for me to get.
Yeah.
The kids hated me for a very long time because I wouldn't let them use the stove because it was a gas stove, and we'd always been used to using an Element electric stove.
Yeah.
And so they could cook on that, the typical kid stuff, but I would never let them cook on the propane stove. when we were away. And I took the microwave away, so we had to break down and buy a toaster oven, which we let them use, and they were grateful for that. But
I remember that. I forgot about that.
yeah, so that was my compromise. Like, okay, fine. I took the microwave away.
Meanwhile,
but-
I remember being like 8 years old, cooking SpaghettiOs on the gas stove because like I was home for lunch and nobody else was there.
Well, we raised the kids to be. I mean, I would teach them a
And
lot
you
more
wonder
now.
why I was barefoot in a tree with it.
Oh, here you go.
We started up one
Oh.
of our wood stoves last few nights as well. It was a bit cool, and the kitty cats needed it.
Right? Yes, we were just at had a game night with some friends, and I mean, it was Plowman's backyard, and they had their wood stove going.
Very jelly.
And yeah, it was very beautiful, and it did solidify in my mind that I want a wood stove with a view. I absolutely love the view. And so that was the one thing that our cook stove was lacking. It didn't have the view of the fire. So
that being said, we do have a kitty cat that sits in front of our little electric heater.
I know.
Like this close.
Yeah.
We're like, you're gonna burn, man.
Yeah, Mr. Moby, for some reason, just like he's a heat. He's attracted to heat. Okay.
Barefoot, man, you're living on the edge, LOL.
On the edge of something.
Keeps you sharp.
Mama Sharon is in the house. Hello, hello. Hi, folks. I am glad to be here watching Silent in the Dark Shadows. Well, thank you for coming in, Sharon. Oh, wow.
Marilyn says, my boyfriend is the same. Chainsaw, axe, scythe, barefoot.
I mean, I gave up on trying to fight with him.
I don't know what look. The only thing I can think to say is that
it scares me. Can you understand that?
I can, but
Okay.
whenever I have like padding on and things like that, I start taking it for granted, and then I'm not as safe because I get a little loose, a little loose with things. So when I'm out there and I've just got my shoes on or I'm barefoot or whatever, I'm hyper vigilant because I know if I slip one time, now I got 9 toes.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't. That's the only way I can say it.
And to a point, I guess I can understand that. For me, it's if I don't have, and I'm trying to think of an example, because for me, sometimes it's hard for me to wear the proper, like, I don't even know I know what I'm trying to say, but I can't think of the words as per usual because I'm tired. Next.
All right.
I know what I'm trying to say, but I'm not finding the words. If I think of it, I will say it.
But I think the cats have fur coats. LOL.
They do.
And they still cuddle up with us at night in bed. It's so cute.
Oh, we wake up in the middle of the night probably all the time. And the cats are usually in between our feet and toes and whatever. I woke up and I had to pee so bad. I kicked my foot over real quick, not thinking the cat was there. And it flung to the other side of the bed. And they still come back night after night. Becca, go lie down. Becca, go lie down.
Just wee. Wee.
Right. Oh, I know what I was going to say. For like gardening and things like that, everyone wears gloves, and I intend to, and proper footwear and all this other stuff. And then like even on the job site, here I am talking about chainsawing barefoot. I'm walking around a job site barefoot, but I'm not using heavy machinery, but I could still step on a nail. And so, but there's certain things that like I intend to wear gloves. I start wearing gloves and then they come off, and I just don't function properly with some things that you're supposed to do. So maybe that's in comparison to you. But I was trying to think of an example and I couldn't. So my brain could not find the words.
That's okay. It happens.
It happens.
It happens.
Yes.
Dad calls it sometimes.
Sometimes.
We would love to replace one of our wood stoves with a cook stove.
Oh.
Dreams.
highly, highly recommend. Okay, Becca, go lay down. Don't touch
Keep an
her.
eye out.
Don't touch her. She'll move. Don't look at her.
I wish I could just show a picture. The dog's like just peeking up from underneath
with
the
those,
table, like,
yeah.
It's been cold here lately too.
Yes.
It's just that time of year again, man.
It
It's
is.
just that time.
And it's definitely like I would have had the stove on in September, the
Yep.
cook stove, just because, well, we had it going at a low fire all year round just to heat our water, except for on the really humid days. But then I would have probably cranked fires by now.
Well,
Sure.
that, and I think we should have had that fire going hotter more often,
Mm-hmm.
because I had to clean out the chimney a couple times more than we probably should have.
Yeah, but we also burned a lot.
It was because we couldn't crank it up to the heat required to burn it off the creosote.
Yeah.
Because that place was so tiny.
I know.
You
I
just
can't
turn
believe
over,
our
you'd
new
open all the
cabin.
windows then.
Yeah, and I can't. Our new cabin is going to be twice the size.
Mm-hmm.
I can't believe that, and I can't wait. We have it all mapped out. That video will be out tomorrow, and so we have it all mapped out now, and it's digging has started, and it's nice to see where it's going to go. But I can't wait until even just the first row of logs are put down. Right?
Yep.
I can't wait.
Had an apple pie in the wood cook stove oven today.
You guys.
Now I'm hungry.
I know. And I'm super. I can't wait to get the cook stove. You know what? Maybe I'll do a video and I'll help you guys. I'll get you guys to help me pick the wood stove. I'll say what my favorites are when we go shopping for one, which we should probably do soon.
Yes, because it's the supply issue.
So even to get it now, purchase it now, and if it's gonna take 6 months or who knows, right?
So we should,
yeah. There's a place in.
I don't know. You're talking we for because
You get a 10% say. I'm just kidding. You know that it's
no.
What?
You're not kidding.
I am.
No.
I never.
Comments, woman, comments.
Mm-hmm. Oh, wow.
Oh, we are getting behind. Wow. I didn't realize.
Okay.
Love a wood cook stove one day.
You know, if you guys want to fix one up, there's a lot of them that are always on, I'm finding on Marketplace, or the other, I think it was in September. It's not the cook stove that I want, but there was a Pioneer Princess, and it was like, I think it was $2,000 or $2,500. So it was totally doable. But those ones go for a lot more, I think, on this side of the border. But the only thing it was missing was the view. So that's the only reason. But that was actually the first cook stove that I saw in a modern day home that made me want to get a cook stove one day.
that was for you.
Autumn, I did not yell. Not once. Just kidding.
Ever.
Like
ever.
Ever.
You're talking about a wood cook stove with the oven door? There used to be one at the other house I go to until it got too old.
Aw. Yes, no, Becca, go. No. Yes, a cook stove with an oven door. Yeah, those ones are cook stove, and the other ones are wood stove.
A wood
stove, yeah.
Yeah, a wood stove is just basically for wood, but a cook stove has the wood and the cook.
Yeah,
cooking.
It did. It heated our water, heated our house, and it cooked our food.
Yes, it did lots.
That's what we got to look for.
And that's what I'm trying to recreate in this house too.
Mm-hmm.
My dogs in my bed wake me up. They make my body so hot, especially my pug. She's so cuddly. She's got to be up on me, but so hot.
It does. At first, it's all cute, and then they're just like Becca is she's a body warmer. So if you're ever cold, she's the dog to snuggle with.
Mm-hmm. I think my youngest is getting sick. He's really tired and whiny. Taking him to the doctor tomorrow. I
Aw.
hope he feels better.
Yes, me too. It's the time of year for it.
Totally, it's the change, the temperature and
Yeah. And
moisture.
if he goes back to school, I don't know, but
Yeah, gotta go, guys. Gotta get a few things done before hitting the hay. But so glad we caught you. Have a wonderful night.
you two guys take
Thanks,
care.
guys. Yeah, I totally understand that.
Yeah, you
I
don't look
just
tired at all, Mike.
my routine lately is I get up early, well, early-ish, and I would go outside and just work and work and work, and then I come in, shower, eat, and then crash like 9:30. The other night was the big one though. That waking up at midnight because the fire restarted, and then staying up till
Oh,
two
they don't
thirty.
know about that.
Oh
And I just saw my
no,
mom's in the
we
house.
talked about it in the last live, didn't we?
No, because that just happened.
Yeah. So
So, yeah, so the last was it the last video? I think it was. Oh, well, at the end of one of last week's videos, Mike started a brush fire to get rid of a pile because our house is going in that like general area.
it was a big one, like 30
Well,
by 20.
yeah, and it didn't do anything because I mean it smoldered all day and it did get rid of some, but it was all wet. So I'm sitting here editing the video. Mike's passed out for hours. I'm up till late. I think it was like 11:30, 12 o'clock.
Uh-huh.
I'm up till late. And as I'm putting in the footage for the fire that's at the end of the last video, I can smell smoke. And I'm like, that okay, whoa, that's weird. So I went outside and I had to come back in and tell Mike, I'm like, Mike, your fire's going. It's just roaring. It was a big old bushfire, like big. So Mike, beforehand, they had made sure that they had carved a ditch around it.
I was totally safe.
Yeah.
It. So using the backhoe,
And
I
everything was
created a big
soaking,
fire
too.
break around it. So
Yeah.
it was totally safe. But I go out there and she's just roaring, like roaring.
Yeah. And
so
and
I'm
then
like,
of
no.
course, we are sorry, go ahead.
I was like, no, we're gonna get it done. So we start folding it back on itself, trying to really get it to cook everything up. And
Yep.
like around about 2:30, I finally threw in the towel.
Oh no, it was later than that.
Was it?
Yeah, it was probably closer to 3:30. But then we had company coming the next day, and we hadn't had company coming up for a while, other than like people around here. And so we had to entertain the next day, which was fine because we missed them. But it was just we were lack of sleep, big time. We still are lacking sleep. We don't need a fire to help us with lack of sleep.
Yeah, it was rough. It was rough for sure.
Oh, go ahead.
They do make wood cook stoves with windows. They even have them in Canada.
Yep. I know there's one, our one neighbor has one, and I think that stove's a little bit big for us.
Yeah.
I kind of want to in between. I always do.
I really want to make sure.
Yeah.
We're going to have to do some research before we get it, though, because I want to make sure it's going to cover, like, it'll heat the entire house.
Yeah, of course.
Right?
My dream stove is in New Zealand, but I am not going to pay for.
That was a bit, as Bud says, spendy.
Yeah, it was. It would have probably ended up costing, and this was pre.
Yeah.
Like shortages and things like that. That probably would have cost us $13,000 to $15,000, and I'm like, I can't do that. So, I think there's a store in town 45 minutes from us. We're gonna go look.
Yeah, I've already talked to him. I stopped in one time, and he was supposed to send me some emails and stuff. But
in Bancroft?
No, in Northbrook.
Oh, that way.
Yeah, I caught him open one day.
Yeah, I've been there too. They didn't really have anything for cook stoves, but there's a place in Bancroft that has them. And then if not, we can possibly, I don't know if there's a Mennonite store around here, but they usually, I think that's where our stove came from at the old cabin. Yep. Oh, Marilyn says, going to sleep. The cat wants to go to bed and wants me to go with them. See you later. Have a nice week.
Good night, Marilyn.
Yeah, Marilyn. Yes.
Marilyn.
And Mama says,
hey, Mama Bear.
Hello. Hello.
And there's a link
Hi, Mama.
to the Canadian dealer in the description of the video. Okay, I'll have to take a look at that. I know,
Oh, yes, I see it.
yeah, I want to do some looking around. I always like to see if I can't get somebody local. You know,
I know.
it sucks because I'm always so scared about COVID. Oh, yeah.
Well, I hope he's doing okay. And you can message me and let me know.
Thorhaven's in the house.
Thorhaven.
Monday Night Live.
I don't know if you heard about the fire we had the other night, Mr. Darren, but you'd be impressed. Okay. One of the dogs is tooting again.
Good night, Hackercraft. Hey there. Have a good night, guys. Chat soon. Good night, Plowmans.
Yeah.
That's funny, not funny after watching you
And I wasn't home when he lit that.
fire
So I
your
didn't even
video.
have, and that's why he did it. That's why he did it, because I wasn't home. We would have had a fire half that size, but I'm not gonna lie, the pile's mostly gone now, so it's kind of cool.
See, but the weather was just perfect. So everything was kind of damp already. And so I was like, if I
Yeah.
can just get
And
it
we were
going hot
expecting
enough,
rain too.
I can shove everything over because I had to clear a path around it to get the backhoe into it.
Yeah.
Just so I could push everything over and just get it all done at once because now we're getting the house in and I wanted the area clean.
Yeah.
So after the house is already being built, it's going to be kind of a bit harder to get the backhoe back in there.
Yeah.
I've got to create a new path now.
Well, you lit that too in the morning. Well, mid-morning.
Yeah, mid-morning.
Yeah. And so, and it wasn't until like 11:30, 12 o'clock that how's your back?
Oh, it's kind of a write-off.
Our night routine ritual now is, okay, where do you want the 535?
I had to explain to my buddies. Get this, because I didn't think about it, but my American friends weren't privy. They didn't understand what A535 was, so I had to explain to them what A535 was. And that story came up because one
What?
night I was sitting there chatting with all my buddies.
Isn't that an American thing too?
No, Ben Gay is.
Oh.
But so I'm chatting with my buddies online and stuff, and I had an eyelash back folded in my eye, and I was like, ah! And then I didn't realize that's the hand I used to put the A535 on my back.
Yeah.
So now I've got this mental item on my hand, in my eye, and an eyelash back folded. It's like,
And if you knew this man, oops, Becca, go on.
it was like a nightmare.
Yeah, and if you knew this man at all, you'd know the one thing that you cannot do is go near his eyes. I remember we went on a camping trip, and you must have cut your eyeball or scratched it.
On the way home from work that day, I had the window down because it was gorgeous out, and a bug flew right into my eye and scratched my eyeball.
Yeah, the bug scratched his eyeball. And the camping trip was pretty much ruined because you've heard of man flu.
Oh, it was
no,
not ruined.
it what? Okay, Autumn, if you're still here, do you remember that camp trip? He was in the tent. He was a big, like man flu syndrome. Yeah, it was that, but with anger. I get frustrated and like anxiety ridden over it. I get that, but I still packed everything up. We went up to the campsite. I put the tent up, got everything done, and then went in and laid down and just let it rest and heal. Yeah, which it didn't, and the weekend was ruined. But yeah.
I heard the story about it. You just told about the
fire. Get her done.
That was it. This is get her done. I want to get it done.
Yeah, I think everyone's gotten off going to bed, and I think we are gonna too, because we're gonna try to catch up on some sleep.
Yes, I think what we need to do is like maybe start at 8 o'clock now.
Yeah, now that the nights are getting longer or
shorter. Well, the nights are getting longer.
Yeah, they are.
The days getting shorter. You are right. I was wrong.
Yeah.
Off to bed as well, though. Need more sleep.
Yep, we need it too.
Me too. Okay, guys, I'm gonna scoot my
Becca,
go to bed. I don't work tomorrow, so call anytime. Okay, I might be able to because I'll be on the road again.
Yeah, he's gonna be going to getting our LCF, ICF,
ICF.
ICF.
Yeah.
I go ahead.
I use I think
Absorbine.
Absorbine?
Absorbine.
veterinary liniment made for horses but works on men. I've never heard of this witchcraft you speak of, but I'm willing to try it.
Yeah. Is that for the man flu mud? Or is that just for cuts and scrapes?
Okay, but at the same time, like I've been working and stepped in a nail and it like poked through my foot almost all the way. Like I saw a tent on the top of my foot and I was like, that's not good. And I pulled my foot up off the nail and kept working. Yet get a bug in my eye and I'm done for the day.
Yeah. Come here. Come say goodbye with us, Becca. Come.
Prepper 101 just showed up.
Oh, we're just about to leave. Hello.
Yeah.
Becca.
We're going to try and go and catch up on some sleep. Are you going to try and get her in the...
Yeah, she's turning towards your hand.
It's easy. Okay. We just...
I know. This. We can do that. Hello, Miss Becca.
She has been just trying to get our attention and
I think she needs to go out.
Okay.
Yeah.
So on that note, we're going to call her for a night, guys.
Yes. Okay.
Thanks everybody for showing up in the live.
Oh, we did. I thought we were only here for a little bit. We did make an hour.
Oh, yeah. Can you cut your...
I think that was... Yeah, okay. So we'll just delete that.
What?
I don't know. How do you... I don't know how to do this.
All right. Night all. Looking forward to more lives.
Yeah.
Mud said it was for muscles. I couldn't...
Oh, for muscles.
For muscles, be sure to rub your eyes and go to the bathroom before you use it. I read a little fast. Okay. Get some sleep, guys. All right.
Yes.
As always, thank you for showing up for our lives.
Yes. That's so... Okay, you can do that. Okay.
Okay.
Sorry, there was a comment there that I was like, no. But
okay.
I couldn't figure out how to delete. It wouldn't let me delete the comment because we're on StreamYard, so it would only let me block or whatnot. So, okay.
All right, well, it's be something to look into and learn on. But thank you very much.
Yes,
I'll be checking into that muscle rub mud. I need to get something that's a little more
strong
strength.
Mm-hmm.
And since it's good for horses, it's going to be good for this
honey
stud.
badgers. If you're on, I know. If I didn't even hear you because I was reading honey badger stuff. So
it's pure gold, man.
I didn't hear you. I used to too, but I don't have the setup for it now. So if you have like a website or something, send it to me. Our email is in our other videos or on our home page, and
on
then
our
bio, and we're on Facebook too. So
yeah.
All right, guys. As always, until next time.
Take care. God bless.
God bless, and have a great night.